Once upon a time, in a quaint little village surrounded by lush green hills, there lived a small monster named Munchkin. Munchkin wasn't like the terrifying monsters you'd find in bedtime stories. He was furry, with big, bright eyes, and a cheerful smile that could light up the darkest cave. However, his look often scared the villagers. When they glimpsed his shadow, they would run inside their homes, closing doors and windows tight. Despite his gentle heart, Munchkin was very lonely. Every day, he watched from a distance as the children played in the fields, laughing and skipping rope. He longed to join them, but every time he approached, the children would scream and scamper away. One sunny morning, while Munchkin sat atop a hill, he noticed that the village was busy preparing for their annual harvest festival. Colorful banners flapped in the breeze, and the scent of delicious pies wafted through the air. Munchkin felt a pang of sadness in his heart. "If only they could see how friendly I am," he sighed. Determined to show his kindness, Munchkin hatched a plan. That evening, while the villagers were busy setting up for the festival, he decided to lend a helping hand. He picked wildflowers and arranged them into beautiful bouquets, placed them around the village square, and topped off each with a little note, "From your friendly neighbor, Munchkin." The next morning, as the villagers awoke and stepped outside, they were astonished to see the flowers brightening their village. Who did this? They wondered aloud. It must have been that monster, they exclaimed with a shiver. But deep down, curiosity began to take over their fear. Munchkin, seeing the villagers' intrigued expressions, felt a flicker of hope. He continued his thoughtful gestures. He gathered colorful leaves and arranged them into cheerful wreaths, hung them on doors, and even helped mend a broken fence for Mr. Hargrove, the grumpy old farmer. All the while, he did his best to remain unseen. But one day, just as Munchkin was putting the final touches on a playful scarecrow to help the farmers, he was spotted by a group of children. They gasped and began to retreat, but then one brave little girl named Lily stepped forward. "Wait!" she called, her voice trembling but determined. "Maybe he just wants to help." The children were taken aback. They had always thought he was just a scary monster, but here he was, sweet and kind. Slowly, they approached him, still unsure but curious. "You made the flowers?" Lily asked. "Yes. And I fixed Mr. Hargrove's fence." "I'm not here to scare you, I just wanted to be friends," Munchkin said, his voice warm and inviting. Emboldened by their curiosity, the children began to laugh and invite Munchkin to join their games. Before long, the entire village gathered around, smiles on their faces, embracing Munchkin for the magnificent friend he truly was. As the sun set and lanterns flickered on for the harvest festival, Munchkin was the guest of honor. The villagers danced and played games, and together they celebrated not just the festival, but the newfound friendship with their once misunderstood neighbor. From that day on, Munchkin was never lonely again. The villagers realized that appearances could be deceiving and that kindness could come from the most unexpected places. And every year at the harvest festival, they would celebrate their friendship with Munchkin, the friendly monster. And so, under the twinkling stars, Munchkin found his home, filled with laughter, love, and understanding. And they all lived happily ever after.